Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode of SpongeBob Now. Today, I will be talking about the plays The Thing and Rodeo Daze. First, I'm going to talk about the plays The Thing. Enjoy. Norton the Malefish goes to the Krusty Krab with a letter for Squidward, who is not at his post. SpongeBob sees this and inflates some balloons, shapes them into Squidward's form, and stands at the cash register, impersonating his coworker. Squidward's nose blows up and the Malefish reluctantly gives the balloon Squidward the letter. He then runs out of the restaurant, screaming. The balloons pop, waking up Squidward, who was asleep under the register. When he sees the letter, he becomes jubilant and SpongeBob joins the cheer. Mr. Krabs comes out and asks what's Squidward so happy about. Squidward tells him his script was accepted and that he quits. He walks to the front door, reading his letter. However, when he learns his script was not accepted, he turns around and returns to his post. SpongeBob gives him the idea to perform the play at the Krusty Krab. Mr. Krabs refuses to allow it at first, but when SpongeBob says he can charge customers double for the show, Mr. Krabs goes for it, but with one warning: if so much as one Krabby Patty is late, he'll shut Squidward's play down. SpongeBob suggests the event be called Sing E.T. Time, even though Squidward says that there is no singing involved. Despite this, Mr. Krabs loves it. The Krusty Krab holds auditions for parts and a long line of anchovies await their role. When they learn they won't be paid, they make a hasty retreat. All that's left is SpongeBob, whom Squidward dejectedly says has all the other parts. That night, some people go to the Krusty Krab for Squidward's play. When the curtains rise, the cashier's post is replaced with a cardboard version and Squidward recites his lines. A fish comes along and asks for a Krabby Patty. Squidward shoos him away, but Mr. Krabs pops out from the window and reminds Squidward of his warning. Squidward delivers the order to the table, reciting lines which criticize the customers and the food. Squidward returns to the stage when a customer wants a refill. Squidward shouts at him, but Mr. Krabs orders him to fulfill the customer's request. Squidward walks over with a bucket of soda and splashes it on the customer. When Squidward returns to the stage, a customer wants ketchup on his patty, and Squidward squirts him with the condiment. Mr. Krabs again reminds Squidward of his warning, to which Squidward calls Mr. Krabs his skinflint boss. Mr. Krabs is about to get angry, but Squidward tells him it's part of the play. Squidward refers to the worst part of his job, SpongeBob. The stage rotates, so the audience can see the side of the kitchen with SpongeBob, who thinks he's forgotten the lines. Squidward tells him to act like himself, so he acts like a garbage truck, flinging a bag of garbage at Squidward. Two fish try to get their orders, but Squidward ignores them, reciting his lines. The customers finally lose their patience and angrily demand Krabby Patties. Mr. Krabs tells Squidward that they haven't gotten their orders, and Squidward asks SpongeBob, still acting like a garbage truck, where the patty is. SpongeBob goes back to normal but sees the patties are now burnt. He apologizes for ruining the food, but Squidward serves the burnt patties to the customers, despite SpongeBob's warnings that they're not fit for consumption. The customers are not happy with the quality of their meals, and Squidward tells them they wouldn't know quality if it hit them in the face, to which a customer hurls his patty at him. The rest of the customers are eager to join in, but SpongeBob encourages them to respect the Krabby Patty. He has won them over, but Patrick ruins the tender moment when a food fight breaks out after he said that he liked throwing food. Mr. Krabs sells customers things to throw at his employees. When the food fight is over, Squidward and SpongeBob are badly injured and Mr. Krabs tells them he has 2 more shows due to the success. Because of this, Squidward and SpongeBob laugh maniacally and Squidward gets hit by another Krabby Patty while SpongeBob is still laughing. Next, I'm going to talk about Rodeo Daze. Enjoy. When SpongeBob and Patrick are having a staring contest, suddenly a bottle falls from above and gets stuck in SpongeBob's forehead. It is addressed to Sandy, so they go to her house. They don't know how to open Sandy's door, so they use the book How to Open Things and see that Sandy's door needs to be twisted to the left side. Sandy karate chops the door open, and starts hitting SpongeBob and Patrick until her chops knock the letter out of the bottle. Sandy reads the letter and says it is from her twin brother, Randy. The rodeo is in town and she has to go to Texas to defend her title. SpongeBob and Patrick then start guessing what her title was for, which she claims is the rodeo. SpongeBob asks what a rodeo is, and then Sandy breaks into a song explaining its concept. As she sings, SpongeBob and Patrick thought it was dangerous to fight that rodeo. She ends the song by telling them about rodeo clowns that make people laugh when they're feeling sad, and SpongeBob is horrified by this. As a result, he tries to stop her from dangerous rodeos, but Sandy must go. Sandy's suit transforms into a rocket and she goes to Texas. SpongeBob tries to persuade Patrick into helping save Sandy, but Patrick is too incompetent to cooperate. SpongeBob tries to tell everyone that they must help her, but they refuse, so he captures them in superb bubbles while they're sleeping. When they wake up, they're in SpongeBob's house. Squidward gets upset and walks out the door, but falls as the pineapple is in a bubble. Everyone else walks out too and falls. They arrive in Texas to see Sandy the live-action squirrel riding a bullfrog. SpongeBob calls out to her, and she falls off, losing the rodeo. The bullfrog jumps at the bubble and it pops, then Sandy has to save SpongeBob from the frog. Although Sandy does so, she is still disappointed at SpongeBob for ruining her winning streak and tells him to leave the rodeo to her next time, with SpongeBob replying, "Aw, nuts." Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos. Goodbye everyone.